Hi everyone, it's Chris. And recently I get an email from YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. Those guys everyone hates? Yeah. They're like, hey Chris, what's up, man? Can you please complete this survey and help us make YouTube a better place? Now, if any of you have gotten that email, let me know down below, because I was asking my other friends like Ricky and Scott of NerdSync and Stu Dippin respectively, and they didn't get the email. I'm really confused why they didn't get the email, but I did. Maybe because I made a video complaining about YouTube recently, but whatever. I got the email. And so I'm like, all right, cool. And so I started opening up the survey, and I went through the questions, and they asked the basic questions. But then one of the questions really pissed me off, and it said, literally, is it harder to grow here on YouTube than it used to be in the past? And I was really, really insulted. I'm like, you know that it's harder. You've made it harder. You got rid of everything that made it amazing and easy to grow on this site. And I'm just going to step on this for 1 second before this is not the full video, trust me. But video responses. That was one of my golden tickets to growth. When I first got on YouTube, I made video responses to every big YouTuber I knew, and some of them accepted it. Boogie2988, Black Nerd Comedy, Make a Steak Man. He made this amazing trailer, and he accepted my video, Pokemon First World Problems, as a video response. And it helped blow up my video immensely. He didn't have to do that, but he did. That option is no longer here on YouTube. You can no longer help promote a smaller YouTuber by literally showing their video right under yours. But back to the point of this video. So YouTube sent me that whole thing. I'm like, of course it's harder to grow here. Of course. And then the next question was, is YouTube the best place for creators? And I'm like, no. Then the next question was, why is YouTube not the best place for creators? And I just got really mad. I'm like, you already know. You heard our complaints, and you ignored most of them. You make changes all the time, but they're not to favor us. I don't get it. I just don't get it. But anyway, this is my response. I wrote it down, and so I'm just going to read it to you instead of, going off screen and being all fancy. I'm just going to be a regular person. I wrote, because YouTube does not cater to creators. You kill the feed, the community tab, the video responses, the full set of video categories on the sidebar, the ability to be a regular small YouTuber and be featured on the front page, and pretty much anything else that would help the YouTube community stay afloat. Anything that would help us stay connected and grow, you keep getting rid of. YouTube limits our ability to be exposed on their own website unless you are already huge and don't actually need the help. There used to be a feed that shared how we interact just like every other social media site. I love YouTube, but we both know it stopped being about creators a long time ago. The reason we get crap like pranks and reaction videos is because the best way to grow is to either lie or steal. YouTube fosters an environment that only rewards the haves and ignores the have-nots. YouTube needs to look at what they did with the community back in 2005 and replicate some of those practices. One of the hardest things to do is stay connected to the actual community until something bad happens. And that's not how it should go. So once again, you killed the feed, you killed the video responses, you killed all these things you could easily bring back. We get people like Sam Pepper. We get people like the fake pranksters. We get people like the reactors who are stealing content and lying to us because that's the easiest way to grow organically on YouTube. I'm currently doing an experiment on my channel. And I don't know if you guys who are my fans noticed this, but I've been doing clickbaity titles and clickbaity thumbnails to see if you guys watch. And the sad thing is you do. But that's the environment we're in. I've watched Phil DeFranco. Phil DeFranco currently does clickbaity titles all the time. It's not about SEO anymore. It's about shocking you enough and tricking you into watching the video because there's so much content. YouTube is so saturated, and that's not anyone's fault. It's great that the platform is growing. But when YouTube locks down the doors and makes it hard to find new people, then people start getting desperate and they take desperate measures. You think that most of these YouTubers out here that are literally verbatim reading the news want to verbatim read the news? No! A lot of these people are actually filmmakers and want to make real things. There's a YouTuber by the name of Noggin. He was complaining about that the other day, saying how In order to stay afloat, get you guys to watch, to stay relevant, he has to do these like things he doesn't want to do when he really just wants to create art. He really wants to create things that are awesome. But instead he has to freaking play the game. Like, we don't want to all play the game. I don't want to play the game. I told you guys that when I first started this YouTube channel. I don't want to play the game. But I also don't want to have wasted 4 years of my life. You know, I don't want to let this thing just crumble and fall to the ground. So I'm going to fight until I'm at the top. And when I'm at the top, then I'm going to do what I want. But I'm not there yet. I'm still scratching. I'm still climbing. And I mean that with every single facet of my heart. This is so frustrating. And I'm not the only one that feels this way. YouTube has to make a change. We're going to get better YouTubers, better videos made, better quality, things that aren't harassment, things that aren't all about hate, things that aren't all about lying to an audience. We don't have to trick people. We don't have to fake rape people. We can just talk about real things and connect with one another. Because I know we want it. We don't have to clickbait trick each other. But YouTube needs to open up those doors and give us back the features that made connecting easier. Make it easier to find YouTubers on YouTube. That's it. I won that Next Up Creators thing I told you guys about in 2013. And, you know, like when I won, I was like, oh my gosh, my life's going to change. It's going to be amazing. YouTube gave us a class and some money. They didn't feature us on the site, which makes no sense to me. We got featured on their blog, which is cool, but you know that people don't read your blog, YouTube. So if you believe in what I'm saying, share this video online. If you believe in what I'm saying, share this video with the creators of YouTube, the presidents of YouTube, people that run YouTube. Let them know. I'll put information down below so you guys can do that easily. And thank you so much. My name is Chris. Use Teleport.